This is a CBS2 News update. I'm Mary Calvi. Police are investigating two incidents of shots being fired at a luxury high-rise apartment building on the Upper East Side. The first shooting happened Friday morning, and the second just 24 hours later, both shattering windows on the East 72nd Street building. No one was hurt. Police are trying to figure out where the bullets came from. One theory is that the shots were fired from across the river on Roosevelt Island. Police are trying to find a cyclist accused of attacking a pedestrian with his bicycle chain in Midtown last month. Police say the cyclist collided with a pedestrian on West 44th Street and 9th Avenue on July 26. Then the two got into a heated argument. The 22-year-old victim told police he tried to walk away, but the cyclist wrapped his bike chain around his, then punched the pedestrian in the back of the head. The victim was taken to Bellevue Hospital in critical condition. A 95-year-old Nazi living in Queens has been deported to Germany. This is video of Jakiv Pauly in the doorway of his Jackson Heights home in 2013. Justice Department officials say Pauly was a guard at a death camp in Nazi-occupied Poland. He lied to immigration officials about his role in Nazi atrocities when he entered the U.S. after the war. Immigration and Customs Enforcement implemented a 2004 order of deportation early this morning. More evidence that Russia is trying to influence U.S. politics. This morning, Microsoft said it's discovered new Russian hacking attempts, this time targeting two conservative organizations, the Hudson Institute and the International Republican Institute. A similar Microsoft discovery earlier this year involved Missouri Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill. In both cases, there is no evidence the hacking attempts were successful. Happening today, Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is set to meet with New York Senator and Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer. Perhaps an even more important meeting today is with Republican Senator Susan Collins. Collins is a centrist who's seen as a potential swing vote on Kavanaugh's confirmation. Collins supports abortion rights and has vowed to oppose any nominee who has demonstrated hostility to Roe versus Wade. A mess on a West Side Highway median. Garbage is piling up and drivers toss trash from their cars just feet from a city sanitation garage. CBS 2's Jessica Layton reports.
It looks like it could be a flower bed, but instead, this area in the middle of the West Side Highway is filled with filth. Apparently a popular place for drivers making a left onto 56th Street to toss styrofoam coffee cups, water bottles, plastic bags, even old wooden NYPD barriers.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Why people do this, it's like, come on guys, there's trash cans everywhere.
But what's worse is that the garbage is just feet from the city sanitation department, practically under their nose.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
This photo showing how close all the crud is to the crews that are supposed to clean is from June. And as you can see, the situation hasn't gotten any better. Drivers who don't discard their trash here want to know why nothing's being done.
Sanitation people are supposed to do something about it, and they don't do it. They are just across the street. Just tell them to come and do something about it.
So I sent the sanitation department a picture, and I asked if its workers are aware of this, especially given how close it is to them. Who's responsible for keeping this tidy, and how often is it cleaned? A spokesperson didn't acknowledge whether the department knows about the mess in the median, but says it works with other city and state agencies to ensure cleanliness of highways, adding, "We will investigate." The sanitation department also wants to remind you the penalty for littering from a vehicle is $75. Later this year, the fine increases to $200. From the West Side, Jessica Layton, CBS 2 News.
Happening today, the MTA will host its first in a series of town hall meetings on their Fast Forward plan to modernize the transit system. Transit President Andy Byford will be at York College in Jamaica, Queens this evening to answer questions. Doors open to the public at 5:30. Similar events are planned in the other boroughs. And more than 24 moving companies in New Jersey have been fined after an undercover sting busted the unlicensed businesses. Operation Mother's Attic occurred over a 4-day period in April of this year. Investigators from the state's Consumer Protection Office posed as people planning to move out of their luxury home in Montville. When the moving company arrived, they were met by undercover officers. A total of 29 unlicensed companies were fined $2,500. See the full list of companies cited in the sting. Go to our website at cbsnewyork.com. Well, comedian Jon Stewart has found a new home for two wayward goats who caused delays on the N line in Brooklyn yesterday. The goats, named Willie Billy, will be taken to a farm sanctuary in upstate New York. The MTA says the goats were trotting between the Hamilton Parkway and 8th Avenue stops before they were safely removed by NYPD officers. And now let's get to your forecast. Here's John Elliott.
Jon Stewart doesn't kid around when it comes to farm animals. He's got a big farm out in Jersey. He's, you know, it's like Farmer John. I like that. All right, from Farmer John to Weather John, or Johnny Weather. We've got some gray skies filling in. 73 in the park right now. Winds are variable at 3. So a real quick roundup, 11 o'clock, as they say in English, observations, 67 to 73. These numbers on average are a little warmer. We're trying to warm things up a little bit. 72, 74, 77 today, and then we break through tomorrow. Did you see that? I still have this jacket pinned together, and it shows up every now and then. And the normal high is 82. 77 is what we're anticipating today. Sun sets at 7:45. Going to the beach, hey, have fun. UV forecast is a 5, down a bit. Please be careful. Moderate rip current risk for the New York beaches. And it's not it's not a great beach day, but it's not a bad beach day because we don't anticipate that much rain. There's not any rain now, but we've got a warm front and a cold front, so we could see a stray shower this afternoon. The models don't bring in a lot. In fact, should be okay for the Mets tonight. It's overnight tonight into tomorrow, where we see chance for a few thunderstorms, and then great weather Thursday. Mary?
John, thank you. This summer's been a sizzling one at the box office for Broadway. According to the Wall Street Journal, grosses for shows have climbed by around $62 million. That's up 16% compared to last season. It's in part due to premium ticket prices. But attendance has also climbed by 3.4 million paid admissions, an increase of around 3%. One reason for the Broadway boost, New York is seeing record tourism, on track to host 65.1 million visitors in 2018. Hundreds of eligible bachelors thought they were showing up to a first date, only to find out they'd have to compete against everyone else in the crowd. CBS News' Ali Bauman shows us how all these men got tricked on Tinder.
A crowd of all men grows in front of an empty stage Sunday night. Hundreds of bachelors wait in Union Square, all for one woman.
My name is Natasha. Do you have what it takes to win a date with me?
Plenty of men walk away, but the hundreds who stay are sorted.
No beer bellies, no long beards.
And swiped through.
Guys were just lining up in a line, and she was just like left, right, left, right.
23-year-old Eliezer Marte jumped in.
I thought it was an elaborate joke at that point for all these guys, but not me.
Marte says he matched with Natasha on Tinder and she invited him out.
My friend is DJing a free outdoor show in Manhattan. I was gonna say hi, then you and I could go get a drink or something and see what happens.
All the thousands of guys that she hoodwinked, she used the same script.
Spencer, who's 22, also matched with her on the dating app, but did not stay for the competition and says he left once it was clear these men had been tricked.
Oh, I thought I'm waiting for Natasha. You're waiting for a girl named Natasha. Some guys were holding flowers. A lot of guys were very excited to see this woman who is a con artist and a duplicitous liar.
Natasha, a self-proclaimed model, singer, and actress, has since made her social media accounts private. A representative for the woman denied our request for an interview, but told me she organized this to show the harassment women face in online dating by flipping the gender roles.
She wanted attention, and she got it.
Whatever her intention, the stunt left a sour taste for many young bachelors.
Meeting people in person is probably going to be the way to go for a while.
Her rep says Natasha did pick a winner. We'll have to wait and see if their love lasts. In Union Square, Ali Bauman, CBS 2 News.
A little girl in Chicago who has spent the last few weeks in the hospital waiting for a heart transplant got her birthday wish when her idol paid her a surprise visit. Take a look.
You asked me to come, I'm here. What's up? Of course.
Singer Drake stopped by to spend some time with 11-year-old Sophia Sanchez. After seeing a video she posted on YouTube taking the In My Feelings challenge while walking down the hospital's hallway with her cousin. The two took some selfies, they exchanged autographs, and Drake says they spoke about Bieber, owls, and basketball. And that's your CBS 2 News update. I'm Mary Calvi. Have a great day, everyone.